Welcome to the Holistic Kid Show. My name is Zane.
My name is Iman.
And mine is Ethan.
We're the Holistic Kids here to entertain us kids from the inside out. We all love little acts of kindness, but in today's world where we are mostly in our phones, we need to actually make a priority to be kind. As 93% of teens say kindness helped them move forward in the past year, and 79% of teens want to be kinder people.
We talk to a lot of experts and know that kindness can help us mentally, physically, and spiritually.
We are currently in the month of Ramadan, a month of fasting for Muslims. We fast from dawn to dusk. We have all heard, yeah, uh, we fast. We fast so we can be more mindful.
This is why we love this book, The Goat and the Codes.
We all have all heard the elf on the shelf, but this goat comes with fun.
Really? How?
Well, today we have the creator of the goat in a coat here with us today, along with her children. Madiha Siddiqui is the founder and creator of the Goat and the Coat, your Ramadan companion. Think of a totally repurposed and upgraded version of Elf on the Shelf for Muslims. Madiha is an attorney by background, and Asher 7.5 and Sophia 5.55's mom. The idea of Goat and the Coat became alive through her children's eyes over the years. Being too young to fast, yet eager to celebrate Ramadan, Madiha wanted to create a fun tradition that would help her kids engage and connected to the spirit of Ramadan, while teaching them the value of kindness, generosity, and good deeds. Combining her kids' love of stories, plushy toys, and helping others, Go and the Coat transpired through this process. Go and the Coat became so much more than a product. It became a way to bring families closer together and a way to celebrate our community through good deeds and kind acts. So, thank you so much for joining us today.
We love this idea. We would love to hear your story.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for having me and my son Asher, and Sophia's on the other side. And thank you for the warm introduction. Yeah, so as you can see, I created Goat in a Coat. So my kids and we developed the toy and we wrote the book together. And the story is about this sweet goat who comes to children's homes on the first day of Ramadan. And each day, the goat hides around your house with a good deed for the children to do. And so we know that parents can get tired while they're fasting during Ramadan. So we leave it totally open ended. The goat can either hide with a deed or they can just put a little deed, a new deed each day. And we've created simple deeds that the kids can do because I think sometimes we forget that even the smallest act of kindness can make a big impact. And so that's really what I wanted to show is that every act of kindness is meaningful. And especially during Ramadan, it's a moment of reflection and a time to remember that. So then you can carry that throughout the year.
Can you tell us who Goat in a Coat is?
Who's Goat in a Coat?
Your new Ramadan companion.
He is your new Ramadan companion, yes. And we decided to use a goat for the Ramadan companion because we found that the goat has a lot of Islamic significance in our culture. We have when something good happens, or our holiday happens, we sacrifice a goat, and that goat provides sustenance for families and communities. It provides a lot of things. It brings communities together, and so we thought that the goat represented that in the best way.
How does Goat in a Coat help make Ramadan more special for you and for you?
Mm-hmm. How does Goat in a Coat make it special?
Because every day when it hides and I find it, I feel warm when I do the good deed.
Yeah, wow, that is amazing. And especially because, like, a lot of kids, they forget to do these good deeds. So it's a good reminder that the goat and the coat can just, tell them to do this good deed.
Yeah.
Where does your goat in the coat like to hang out in your house?
Oh, where does Go in a Coat like to hang out in our house?
He likes to hang on chandeliers a lot.
Yeah. We try to make it fun places.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sophia, do you have a favorite place? This is Sophia. Sophia, where do you want to meet everyone? And do you want to tell everyone where does the goat in a coat hide, or what's your favorite place of the goat in a coat hide? I think one time the goat was hiding on top of the fireplace, and so my kids love to find the goat. They want it to be challenging. Sometimes if we make it too easy, they ask us to make it harder the next day.
Yeah, and I mean, I can totally understand because especially in the library, what they would do is they would hide instead a yeti, and especially as really
In the
like
winters.
in the winters, especially as
Oh,
kids, we would like go try to find it. So it's really cool that this goat in the coat can also do it, but in the more Islamic, more more a way that can really help everyone too.
yeah. Absolutely. And that's what we wanted to do. I mean, we, when my kids were little, we used to live in Minnesota. And so this was during the pandemic. And a lot of our neighbors started doing Elf on the Shelf just to kind of bring the community together. And so that was how we were first introduced to that whole idea, was through Elf on the Shelf. And I realized that the kids just love that playful element of it. So when I created Go in a Code, I wanted to take that playful element for the kids and then implement, yes, the Islamic values and cultures in the whole process, while making it still accessible to families of all backgrounds who wanted to know a little bit more about our holiday. Because I think the praying and fasting is so important, but I think the acts of kindness is equally important and something that so many families and communities can relate to, right? We all want to raise kind humans and thoughtful humans who are mindful, and as Asher said, right, it makes us feel warm inside when we do something good. So not only are we giving back to the community, but we're almost giving back to ourselves.
Wow, that is amazing. So, how do you think small acts of kindness can make a big difference?
Let's see. How does a small act of kindness? Maybe we can take one example, right? How about smiling at someone? How do you think smiling at someone can make someone make a difference?
You could make that the best part of their day. And you could tell all their friends.
Yes. Right. And so I think, right, when you smile at someone, sometimes, we're so busy in our days that we don't even think, oh, let me smile at someone. And we don't know what that person is going through. And just that small act of kindness, right? Smiling at someone, it can make their day nice. And then it's, I think that smiling is almost contagious. So, right, if you
Yeah.
smile at someone, they're probably going to smile at the next person and onwards.
Yeah, I mean, when he was smiling, then I start smiling. So, and when you smile, you make everyone more happy because smiling, I know that there's like some scientific like way that smiling makes you happier, and now that person is happier, or they really appreciate that maybe you care about them, because when you smile at someone, you really are showing like kindness to them.
Yes, absolutely. And I think that that's one thread that connects all of us as humans, right? Regardless of our differences, regardless of our backgrounds, kindness is something that we can all do together. So yeah, no, I absolutely agree.
What is something you are really grateful for today?
To be on this show with all of you guys.
Well, we are
Thank
so
you.
grateful that you are here for us, that you are here on our show too. It
Sophia,
really is our pleasure.
Sophia, do you have something you're grateful for? She's eating a banana right now for her snack, so I think she's grateful for the banana that is nourishing her body right now.
Yes, bananas are delicious
You're making me
and
hungry.
nutritious.
What advice would you give to someone starting goat in a coat for the first time?
What advice would you give someone starting goat in a coat for the first time?
It's like Elf on a Shelf, but for Ramadan.
Yeah, yeah. And I would say, it's we want to make it a new tradition, right? And so I think another thing that I like about goat in a coat is, it's not something you have to buy every year. It's something that you can buy one time and you can use it again every year, and it can still bring the same joy, the same lessons that we want to teach. And I don't know if you've seen it. It comes in a little keepsake box. Here, let me show you. It comes in a little keepsake box, and then you have a little storage for it each time at the end of Ramadan when the goat goes back to sleep, and you can put the book over here, and then you have the cards. And so, I think I'm you know I'm the second generation Muslim American, and so for me, uh, I think that this is a generation where we are creating new traditions for our kids, and so many other holidays in this country are so fun, and they bring community together. And there's so many beautiful aspects of Ramadan that have brought our community together. And I think that this is just one addition to enhance all of that.
Yeah, and especially because a lot of other Muslim Americans, they might feel a little left out, that maybe, oh, all my friends, they're all doing Elf on the Shelf. What am I supposed to do? So it's really nice that you made this go on the coat, because it's like better that, I wouldn't say better, but it, like, also teaches Muslim kids to like be kind to others, which is really important, especially with a very starting to become more negative world. Is that if we
Yeah.
raise really strong, kind Muslims, then maybe we can change the path that the world is going through.
100%. I completely agree with you. And I think sometimes it's hard to convey in words, right? Like what it means to be Muslim to us, or what Ramadan means to us. And I think, especially for kids, this is such a simple way to explain to them, oh, okay, we're celebrating Ramadan, and Ramadan is about kindness, and it's about doing good deeds, right? And of course, we have the praying and fasting element. I don't want to forget about that. But for non-Muslims, I think that in understanding that component of Ramadan is so important. And I think that, yes, we have a cute, sweet character, and I try to implement small Islamic things to it. Like you'll see the little stars in the middle of the eyes, and we try to take kind of more colors that you see in Islamic flags, or with the greens and the reds. And so I agree. I think it just I think the more people can understand about us as Muslims and the positive aspects that we can highlight, the more they can, just show empathy, and show, and just, commonalities.
So we know it is big in science. Kindness can increase self-esteem, empathy, and compassion, and improve mood. Kindness can increase your sense of connection, which can directly impact loneliness, improve low mood, and enhance relationships in general. So, what what are some different acts of kindness that might be really easy for like a young child to do?
That's a great question. Maybe we can go through some of them, right, Asher? Here's one.
Donate clothes.
Here's donate clothes, right? I think that over the years we collect so much, and so sometimes it's a nice reminder that we can not only pass down our clothes, but donate them to someone in need. What's another one, Asher? Here's Sophia.
Make gift cards.
We can make
Make
Eid
what?
cards.
I'll make Eid cards.
Eid cards. Oh, here's one. How about this one? FaceTime a relative.
FaceTime a relative.
FaceTime a relative. All of our grandparents and a lot of our family, they don't live in the same city as us. And sometimes we get so busy in our day that we forget how nice it is for our parents and grandparents to hear from us.
Yeah.
Sophia, do you have one you want to do?
Feed an animal.
Yeah, because we also have to care for the animals.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, this is a good one. Share a toy with a sibling. Can you say it? Can you say it?
No.
You want to say it? Okay.
Share a toy with a sibling.
Share a toy with a sibling. So, okay, you can do that one. Okay.
Donate toys.
Oh yeah,
Donate toy.
donate toys. Yeah, because there are lots of kids in the world that don't have toys. So like, if you donate them, it's a really easy way to really make someone else's day.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is one that you had actually asked earlier was write what you are grateful for. Give a gift to someone.
Give a gift to someone.
Give a gift to someone is another one. So I think so. And to your point, I tried to make the deed something that they can do, kind of on the spot or something that is easily attainable for them each day.
So
and
yeah, you can go.
she wanted me to tell you that Sophia wanted me to remind you that we also have some deed cards that are empty, so then people can also,
Yeah.
each can make their own deed. Oh, okay. You can make one. Yeah.
So, what advice would you give to someone starting Goat in the Coat for the first time?
What advice? Just to yeah. You can say that, Asher. That it's a new Ramadan companion, and to enjoy the tradition and to make it a family affair, right? Make it something that the kids can look forward to, and it can be even a point of discussion, right? Each day of what good deeds mean to you, what kind acts mean to you, kind of what we're doing now, right? I really appreciate that question of how does doing a good deed make you feel, right? Because you don't realize that the good deed actually makes you feel just as good as the other person.
Where can people learn where this amazing goat friend is?
Where can people get this goat in a coat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So right now I'm selling on my website, which is www.shopgoatinacoat.com. And I'm also, so we are based in Austin, Texas, and there is an independent bookstore called Book People over here. And so they are also selling it. And inshallah, we hope to get on Amazon, not this Ramadan, but coming up. And I realize that makes Go in a Coat much more accessible. But for now, yeah, those are the two places that we have it available.
Where can people get this amazing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This was such a fun episode.
Thank you so much for having me. Oh, yes.
Let's recap Miss Madiha's key points. Kindness is critical for human survival. We need kindness to optimize our mind, body, and soul. Kindness can increase self-esteem, empathy, and compassion, and improve mood. Living in a world of negativity, we need to prioritize acts of kindness. Every act of kindness can be powerful, regardless of our broad backgrounds. Kindness can band us all. Get Coat in the Goat today. It will make spending love, generosity, and kindness to the world.
So thank you, thank you again for that. You are doing this in the world because it really is changing so much Muslim households and really building a
connection.
building connections and
Yeah, just by smiling at them, you can build such a great connection.
Mhm. Especially all of the acts of kindness. I mean, we're really teaching lots of these kids to start like growing and growing like well, like
Yeah.
yeah.
No, absolutely. And I think, of course we should be doing acts of kindness throughout the whole year, but I think right habits can develop and form over the course of a month. And I think Ramadan is a great time to create those new habits. And, one of our good deeds is to give up a bad habit, right? And so sometimes just having that mindfulness around it is really nice. And thank you so much for having me. I love what you guys are doing. We were listening to a couple of your episodes yesterday, my son and I, and I'm just I'm so impressed and really appreciate the platform that you've created.
Well, thank you so much, Sue. It really
So
is
much.
our pleasure.
Our pleasure.
Our pleasure.
So thank you everyone for tuning in. Until next time, I'm Zanzari.
I'm Imad.
And I'm Constant.
Follow my family on social media, Holistic Mom D, and look out for our book releasing November 2025 called The Teen Health Revolution.
Oh.
We kids need to create a better future for all of us and the planet. Join us next week for another episode of the Holistic Kid Show, where kids are empowering kids. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.